What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be taking a look at this AK-55 boom arm stand. One thing I'm noticing is that it does have a hole in the box. Hopefully the product itself is just fine, but let's get this opened up and let's see if there's any damage to it. And I know I don't have a top down little portion here or view. We're still working on that. We gotta get one thing at a time. This is I had the desk, just got it set up 2-3 days ago. This is going to be the first piece of gear that we get for the desk and new studio, I guess you could say studio, but the setup. Got the blue Yeti here. It's going to be my main microphone for now. Might be a little bit too far away from it. Currently just on a stand. I did a video about this microphone not that long ago. If you want to check it out, I'll put up a card right here so that you can watch that and find out a little bit more about this microphone. Okay, so this has a pretty good foam protector, and where this hole was on the bottom side of it, the foam doesn't appear to be messed up in any kind of way, so hopefully it was just the box that took that. Alright, so we get the desk clamp right here. This is a pretty big clamp here, so it definitely is probably going to fit on any desk that you have. I can't really imagine a desk that's being this wide. I like the kind of matte finish to it. That definitely looks cool. It looks like it gets carried around through the whole thing, so maybe hopefully there won't be like a lot of shine on like the boom arm itself. Okay, so I'm not gonna unscrew it all the way. This is plenty enough for my desk, so we'll set that aside here. And then we have, I'm not sure what this little component is. I assume this is what goes in here. Yeah, so there's that. And of course you get a little tool here with, this looks like maybe some kind of a thread to go into your mic itself, and then you get the boom. So we'll see. I mean, this is gonna bring it really close. I think I'm gonna put it over here like that. I don't imagine the setup taking too long. This is pretty simple, straightforward. Okay, so now that I can turn it over, you can see that the styrofoam did take a little bit of damage there, but the product itself, I'm not seeing really any damage, so I think we're good on that. Next thing is I'm gonna get this mic off of its desk stand, and I'm gonna just make sure that it can actually thread into this. I'm pretty sure it will. I don't see why not. But I think, I don't know, because it has threads underneath it, but since you're talking to the side of this one and not the top, this may not be the best microphone for this stand, but let's just see what we can do, okay? I'm gonna switch over to a lapel mic so that I don't have to worry about all of that, you know, fidgeting with this and making sure you can hear me while I'm doing that. So let me get the mic switched over and we'll start this up. I want to briefly interrupt the video here to inform you that I made a mistake twice. So originally this part that you're about to watch was going to be on the lapel mic audio. Well, it happens to be that both of my lapel mics were broke, or I'm sorry, not broke, but dead. So they are currently charging. I was like, all right, I don't like doing this, but I'll just use the raw audio and I will, you know, enhance the audio and stuff in post. So I did a whole new take. Then as I'm setting up for another video, I realized I left the receiver for said wireless mics into the audio source. So enjoy my voiceover of this next clip, because I didn't want to take it for a third time, because it meant breaking all this down, which though it was pretty easy, it is what it is. Enjoy the video. Okay, so the first thing we gotta do is take this apart. We'll get the wire out of the way first. Let that set to the side, and then we're gonna unscrew this right here to get the microphone off of the desk mount. Okay, and then we'll set the desk mount to the side, and we have just the microphone. You see right down there, that's where the thread goes into from the boom arm, or you can get a different mount that'll go into the side, kind of how we had over there on the stand. Right here is the little groove that you have for the pass-through of your wire, and it has these 6 little clips, 3 on each arm, that you can take them out, and that will help keep the wire tucked in. Okay, now that we got that set to the side, you can see I'm just playing around with the spare thread that was given, just to see if it'll go anywhere on my microphone, which it does not. You can see that it fits into that bottom thread, but it doesn't thread into there. So I'm gonna go and thread it onto the one that's already on the boom arm and get that microphone attached to the arm. And now we are going to tighten down the little extension arm, whatever you want to call it, the piece that attaches onto the desk mount itself. They have little tensioning screws that you can secure them together, as well as there's another tensioning screw that will secure the boom arm itself into this little setup right here. Okay, let's go ahead and get this mount attached to the desk. I basically just picked a random spot on the desk that I thought was going to be kind of in a good spot, at least to start it out and test it, see how everything works, as far as like the positioning of the microphone and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and pop this boom arm in and see how close or far it is away from me where I would be sitting at. Alright, so I think I got it in a good spot. I'm just kind of tightening everything down here right now, just kind of playing with it, seeing how it works. It's pretty cool because you can adjust it, for the most part you can adjust it pretty good. Here I am folding it down, just showing some different ways that you could store it. One thing to note, as I'm about to turn the camera, you can see that it doesn't, it goes below, the microphone itself goes below my desk. So if I wanted to store it this way, I'd have to pick it up like I did there to turn it sideways. But you get the idea. You can kind of fold this down and get it out of the way when you're not using it. So in this part, I'm just trying to play with it a little bit, see how I like the positioning, and what different ways I can manipulate the boom arm to have it set. I do notice that it's a little bit closer than what I think it is, so let's go and change that real quick. I'm gonna slide that over a little bit more, kind of give me a little bit more distance away from my mouth, and now I got it set back up. I think I like how this is looking, basically is what I'm saying in this part of the video, but I do end up changing it to where the microphone is upside down. I just think it looks a little bit better, and it gives me some more clearance at the bottom there to basically maneuver my hands and have stuff in front of me on my desk. And this little part right here, I'm basically just explaining that this gives me more desk room to work versus the stand. And I think this is the part where I'm gonna adjust it to where it's up, and that really gets it up out of the way for me. Works out a lot better, and you can see how clean that looks. I got some space to work with my hands if I had stuff down on the desk. That's kind of what I'm explaining there again. It's just that desk mount is in the way. Alright, so now we got it all set up. Got the Blue Yeti wired back up. I mean, hopefully it sounds a lot better. Who knows? Won't know until I play it back. But this is definitely by far a lot better for me, because now I can kind of have my hands free. I can keep this kind of somewhat loose to where if I wanted to maybe come over here, I can bring my microphone with me, or whatever the case I'm doing. I kind of play around with it to see how I like it. I think so far as positioning, I think this is probably about my favorite one so far, to where it's close enough to me, but it's not like blocking my face or anything like that. So we'll run with this and see how it works. Also, I just put on this windscreen the other day, so hopefully you'll see a little bit of a difference in the audio. So next, I think is probably going to be lighting. Right now I just have this one little light right here. It's super bad lighting, but it's better than nothing. I think that's going to be our next thing that we're going to try to set up, is see how we're going to put the lighting. It's going to be on stands, on a desk stand, just like this thing is. So stay tuned for that one. Just trying to make this desk work out a little bit better. Trying to make the framing work out a little bit better than what it was over there. Especially with the window being in the background, changing the auto exposure if I'm shooting during the day and stuff like that. Alright guys, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Leave a like and a comment down below. Let me know if you are starting out a YouTube channel too, you're looking for gear, or if you're just happen to be watching, whatever. I appreciate everyone that's watching. I appreciate you following along for the journey. There's going to be more videos like this to come as I build out the little desk area, where I'm going to be filming, and I'm just going to hopefully try to follow along in my journey of doing YouTube and photography and stuff like that. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye.